Way ah hey ya ho, way ah hey ya ho, hey ya ho, hey ya ho, way ah hey ya ho, hey ya ho, way ah hey oh, way ah hey.
I wasn't like, okay, you know, if anything happens to me, you can have all my fabulous dress shirts, or if anything happens to me, you can have all my colored shoes, or if anything happens to me, you can get I have all my native jewelry, you know. It wasn't that. I didn't come to that because I was paying attention to my body. I was paying attention to the physicians. I was attending all the appointments. I was doing what the doctors told me. And that's what I was told right from the beginning, was to do everything the physicians ask you to do, follow their lead, and everything will be okay. It's going to be a journey, and it's not going to be fun, but you need to get her done. And that's what was in my heart and in my mind. My name is Alan Patrick Pulchis Jr. I was diagnosed with cancer in December of 2011. I was 41 years old. I am a band councillor for St. Mary's First Nation, which is a Maliseet Woolastook community here in Fredericton, New Brunswick. I have a partner of almost 3 years. I'm two-spirited. And openly about it in my community, and well, just open about it personally. And I have been finished treatment for 15 months now. And to date, I have gone from seeing the doctors for every 3 months to every 6 months. And just last week, I've now been told that I don't have to see doctors till once a year now.
I'm Tyler Nason. My partner, Alan, who we call Chicky, was diagnosed with cancer in his rectum and his lymph nodes about 2 years ago, and now is cancer-free. He went through about 30 radiation treatments and 2 full weeks of chemo in St. John, New Brunswick. It was stage 1. I mean, we had quite a road ahead of us, but at least we had a light at the end of our tunnel.
And when I was told, the day I was told, you know, it was something that, it's a shocker. It was a shocker. You know, you're just shocked with it, right? And of course, you know, I broke down because I was, you know, it was a little bit of a hurt to the heart. But when I left, I was composed. I was just trying to absorb it, you know, and figure out what was going to be my next steps. Because I grew up in a First Nation community, it's very close-knit in our communities. We know one another. I'm practically related to everyone in this community one way or another. You know, to me, they're all my brothers and sisters at the end of the day. I'm just going to drive on Pulchis Court, and all of the streets are named after the family names in the community. And this is one of my favorite streets because it's named after my family. I knew I had to have a communication plan into place because of the role that I have to play in this community, and I wanted them to hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. And so what I did was that I did share it with other extended family members and some close friends, and including my chief at the time.
Alan is loved by so many here in the community, and I remember when he first came and told me that I was probably one of the few that he did tell in the very beginning, and talked to him, encouraged him that as a public figure, that it would probably be best to be honest with people, I mean, and to tell them exactly what he was going through, and you know, because I knew that he would get a lot of support and people would be there for him. So I was very pleased when he did, and you know, and the support that he did receive.
It was quite moving in that council room that night when I, you know, because it was felt. I mean, there wasn't a dry eye in the room when I announced it, and it was really tough. It was tough to, you know, to get it out, but I did it.
Way ah hey ya ho, hey, oh.
I knew, something inside told me that, you know what? I felt that it was all treatable. And I knew I had to be the strong one because I was the one that was doing I was the one that was living with this tumor inside me and having to deal with this health issue. And the confidence of the physicians that I was dealing with gave me that confidence. And I was told that because of my age and that my body would, because of my age, I was in a very good position. I was told when I walked away that I had a 75% chance that we can beat this.
In his case, getting it early was important. And so, that's what he expresses, that's what he talks to people about is, get yourself checked, get checked. Excuse me, I know my father had colon cancer, and I have 6 sisters, and we all, said, we've got to get this checked. We've got to, let's do this, and we all made a pact, and we all did it. Getting early detection is a priority.
I knew my body was going to go through a medical transition and it needed to fight this cancer. So I needed to do everything to my body to make sure it was ready for it, because my body had no idea what it was about to happen, either to die. So I was a smoker, so I quit smoking because I know smoking, it's when you smoke and anything, if you get a cut or anything, it slows the healing process. So I automatically said, I got to get rid of that because I need to heal fast. So I got rid of that. They said that you need to have a very, your oral hygiene needs to be up to date. If you have a healthy mouth, that's going to help your body to heal fast. So I had a situation happening with a tooth in there. I went to the dentist. I had that taken care of immediately. Of course, any type of social activity in terms of alcohol consumption, I needed to stop that right away. I psychologically prepared myself by reaching out to my elders in the community. Of course, I did some sweats before I went to St. John to start the process and sat with elders and finding best traditional medicines that will guide me through my journey, because that's something was important to me that I would explore, because I certainly believe in my culture and the Creator and the gifts that we've been given.
It's hard to watch someone you love go through that. You know what I mean? It's like one of the hardest things I think I ever had to do. The greatest thing I think for him was having his community behind him. I don't think the people of St. Mary's realize how much of a help they were to Chicky, because the Facebook, and he has all of them on his Facebook, but the Facebook and the support was something that, it was like a drug to him. It made him feel like everything was okay and that everything was normal. It helped him just get away from being sick for a little while.
I found myself up late at night. But with social media, I of course was using social media prior to this, but I found it an excellent tool to keep in touch with my friends, keep in touch with my family, because everyone was away from me, and I went on there and I was stating positive quotes. I would do one every single day. I'd get tons of hits every time I would throw one on there. I know they all waited for it. And when I was in pain late at nights and I needed to felt I needed to resort to something, that's what I turned to, because it took my mind into the social media world, if you will. and to read other people's business, because everyone puts their business on Facebook. And so that's where my mind went, and it helped take the mind off what my body was going through. Whether it was for a minute or whether it was for 5 minutes, it still was there for me, and it played a lot.
Thank goodness for social media, and I many Facebook chats with him in wee hours of the morning when he really wasn't feeling that great. But you know, he never ever publicly let on that, you know, what he was, some of the things he was going through. He always had a positive attitude. He was definitely a role model for what he was going through, and I think that brought a lot of attention to cancer, and you know, people more talking about it, and definitely he was always there to answer any questions that they, you know, did have to him. So I think that, you know, his positive outlook on life, that he was going to beat it, and you know, I know people still ask me about him and are amazed of what he's been through.
I never put that I've never ever was having a very good day, because you know what? Every day that I woke up was a good day. The day I wasn't going to open my eyes would have been a bad day, but we haven't seen that day yet, and I hope we don't see it in a long time. So that was my attitude. When I opened my eyes, no matter what I was going to feel that day, I was alive, and we were going to get her done. I never went that deep into it, other than saying, you know, I need to take care of this health issue. Other people would say, oh, well, you got a second chance at life. Did I really have a second chance at life? I have no idea, because I could walk across the street and get hit by a truck, and I could be 6 feet under. You know what? Our body works in mysterious ways. So to me, it was a matter of being focused on the health matter at hand, and I took care of it. Did I see life? Do I see life differently? You know, I appreciate the medicines. I'm so happy that I live in the 21st century, and I did the Western medicine, the chemo, the radiation. You know, I give thanks for all that. And those external things that I did helped me spiritually, of course, because it's all about mind, body, and soul. And if you connect those three, you connect the mind with the body and the soul, then of course, or the spirit, then it combines, and it all works very well together. And you need it at times, because let me tell you, it's towards the end of it, it wasn't fun, and I connect those three really hard together, but I did it.
Way hey, 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 way